On the continent of Corvair, a chance encounter brought 4 intrepid travelers together on the road to adventure. Though they began as strangers, they soon became known as the Hero Squad.
So, where we last left off with this group of Atlas, Brittany, Billiam, that's it. They were in a sort of monastery village, as is usually the case here in Mercuria. They sort of visited the winery and whatnot. Billiam walked around and probably stole some things, but definitely explored a little bit. Mm-hmm. Billiam feels a lot of respect here, I think. So been enjoying being called a croaker in a positive way. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it up to y'all as to what you want to do within this town to see kind of where you want to head, what you want to do.
Yeah, so last time I think we learned about like 2 potentially interesting directions. I think we learned about a sort of like monuments built to Brittany's family potentially, which might have useful information over in that direction. And then
there's also the governor who's preventing people from going north.
Was there the governor of this town, or was that just the evil...
Governor Anias.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Preventing people from going north.
Got it.
Mm-hmm. You also learned about some of the statues.
Right. Mm-hmm. So say, Brittany, where should we head to next? I mean, we could just keep drinking this wine, but I feel like that doesn't...
I mean, it is a very good wine, but I would like to visit the monument to my family.
I think that's smart. I think we might be able to find more allies to our cause over there, potentially.
Yes, I agree.
So I think they said it was a bit of a walk, but I thought that's...
They said it was in a different town.
They said it was like, was it more than a day's travel, did they say?
I don't think they said. They said it was far enough.
Okay.
It'd be a journey.
It would be a journey. Okay. But still, is that what you want to do, Brittany?
That is exactly what I want to do.
And let's do it. Billiam, we're gonna go on a journey. We're gonna go find some more monuments.
Why would we leave? This is the best monument here.
Billiam's drunk.
Billiam, you've had too much of the swamp water wine or whatever it was.
You've had
Billiam,
too much.
we're going to go learn more about your family.
Is there more of my family here?
No, it's a day's trek this way.
Then let's go. Billiam starts waddling away.
Roll a Constitution, Billiam.
Constitution, it's that one. 1! Natural
That's a
one.
nat 1!
All right, so Billiam does the whole, let's do it! And then just like falls over backwards on his back.
I got him.
And then Billiam starts snoring. He's like...
Yeah, exactly. Kind of like...
Passed out.
He just passes out. He's done.
Atlas, do you mind carrying him?
Okay. I mean, it can't really do normal uppies, so I like start a fashion like a baby Bjorn.
A little papoose.
yeah, like a little thing.
Brittany takes off her cloak and is like, here we go. It'll carry him.
And then, he's
so you got like a little baby Billiam, just like right here?
I got my back, on my back still.
Oh, Yoda style. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so now we journey off in the sort of the direction that that the person that introduced us to this town told us to go.
Was it Kaylessa?
Was that Kaylessa?
Kaylessa.
I think it was Kaylessa. Well, you head that way, and as you do, you pass a bunch of different monuments that you're seeing. Maybe some of them you kind of recognize as like, oh, that's that hero I remember from that story when I was a kid. And eventually, you come up to the road that would lead you off in where you're trying to head. And in front of that, you see a very tall, like 12 feet tall, angelic individual.
Oh.
They have golden skin, shiny golden armor that irradiates light. Their eyes glow blue. They have this sort of like this hair that kind of slicks back, that's kind of long, and it's also gold and kind of sparkling. On their back, they have wings made of paper, like scrolls and scripture.
Oh.
And in their hand, they hold a runed sword. And Brittany, you would know this as a throne archon. And a throne archon is second only to tome archons in the hierarchy of angels. And you would also know that they are tasked as being the governors of the cities throughout Mercuria, as well as throughout all of the planes.
Okay.
Would I put two and two together that this could be the Aeneas governor?
You would immediately assume this is Aeneas.
Okay.
So they're standing in front of this, the pathway, just kind of have their sword in the ground.
Like they're obviously blocking the pathway?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where we need to go is beyond them.
Yes.
All right, I pull Atlas back into like a couple of like trees so that we're like out of the pathway. And then Atlas.
Yeah.
I think that's Aeneas, the guy that's not letting people go north.
Got it.
And apparently we have to go north to get to my family's shrine.
So, okay. Do you think there's any reasoning with him?
Out of character knowledge, is there any reasoning with him? Or these kind of archons or angels?
You would expect them to be fair, just, and good. So, you wouldn't expect anything negative to come of speaking to them. You would know that their word is law. And while they would be receptive to information, they're not likely to be swayed because they're angelic and have more knowledge of the universe than you could possibly, comprehend.
Okay. So we probably can't sway them to let us pass, which limits our options of what we can actually do. They'll listen. They won't attack.
What if you just do your little trick again? Your little modified memory. And you just be like, oh yeah, I remember letting you guys pass before. Okay, sure.
Well, the problem with that is that we haven't exactly rested, and I'm depleted of that magic.
Fine.
I mean, we could camp here for the night and then come back tomorrow.
We should probably rest at some point just so that we can get all of our energy up. But in terms of getting past him, I mean, if we want to get to your monument, we need a plan regardless.
We do.
Maybe we could... Okay, so how about this? What if we camp here and we see who he does let past as we're camping?
That's... Atlas, I'm impressed.
And then
That's a great idea.
Maybe you're good at disguises. Maybe we could disguise ourselves as the type of people that he does let pass.
Agreed. Brittany casts Taco Hut.
Okay.
We'll just hang out in the taco hut for 8 hours. We'll rest. We'll eat some tacos. We'll drink some more wine. And we'll see what happens.
Okay.
And it'll give Billiam a chance to be recovered.
to sleep it off. So we put Billiam down to rest. We eat some tacos.
We tuck him in.
Yeah, we burrito him.
Yeah, so he can't fall
Swaddled.
off.
He's swaddled.
Brittany gives him a little smooch on his forehead. Sleep tight, little one.
Billiam, roll a Constitution.
Constitution. 3.
It's literally, you rolled a 1 and then a 2.
Yep. Brittany, when Brittany goes to kiss you on the forehead, you burp an incredibly smelly burp right in her face.
Gross.
And you're completely regretting everything, Brittany.
I always.
Yep. Okay, so y'all sleep through the night.
Yeah, we rest. Like maybe we take it in shifts a little bit because like the taco hut is transparent. So like I'm just sort of like maybe Brittany sleeps first, and I'm just sort of like keeping an eye on the road, and then like vice versa maybe.
So after like when you get in the taco hut, you go to sleep. After about, or I guess meditate, most of you. After about like an hour, maybe 2 hours, Kaylessa walks by and kind of stops and like looks at y'all and is kind of like, what
Brittany
are
waves.
what are you doing?
Wait, I thought no one could see through the taco hut.
They can't.
This is a land of truth and law, and so they have sight that is kind of otherworldly.
Okay.
So
it's
oftentimes
in, like,
they see through illusions. Yeah.
So it's in like the first
So
hour.
she just sees you basically like
Yeah.
sleeping on the ground in the middle of town, basically, wherever you set it up.
So I like Brittany's still sleeping, so I pop my head out and I'm just like, "Hey, Kaylessa, you
Yeah.
can see us?"
Yeah, I have true sight, like many of the angels around here. I don't. Or what are you? Are you?
Do you want
sleeping?
Do you want a taco?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Oh,
I hand Kaylessa a taco.
this is divine.
We're just resting. We haven't got a chance to rest in a while, and we're also, I don't know, just trying to go north maybe. So we're just trying to see who gets to go north.
Yeah, why don't you visit the Golden Waters? And so Kaylessa kind of points in a direction, and there's clearly a onsen baths style place where you see like these pools of like golden sparkling water and all kinds of beautiful flowers and everything.
That sounds like a whole to do. I don't know if Brittany would be into that. Let me. Should I bother to wake her up? Hold on. Let me think about it. So you're saying that it's an onsen. We can relax. We can rest maybe a bit quicker over there, and then is there maybe a different way to go north from over there?
Not that I'm aware of, but you could try asking around. Someone might know.
Okay. All right, Kaylessa. Do you want to join us? Do you want to visit the Golden? What was it called?
Golden Waters.
Golden Waters. I was like a half a heartbeat away from calling it the Golden Showers.
Okay,
I know you were.
don't call it that. Oh man.
Okay. I like with half a taco in my mouth. Just 1 second, Kaylessa. I don't actually. I snap Brittany out of her meditation. You know, just like a snap next to your ear.
Brittany lifts up her like eye mask. It's like glaring. Atlas, what time is it?
It's only been like an hour. You're probably
Why
not.
are you waking me up then?
You're probably not interested. I just learned that there's like an onsen spa or something. Just like it's probably nothing. Kaylessa stopped by and like just mentioned that if we wanted to rest better, we could probably do it over there. But like, I mean, Taco Hut's probably fine, right?
That must be new since I must have. We're going right now.
We are? Okay.
Yes.
Do you want to get
Right.
Billy?
Brittany
I
like
guess I'll get
snaps and
Billiam.
drops the like taco hut.
All right.
Does Billiam fall out of whatever bed you
Yes.
created?
He just like
Okay,
the burrito,
here's
the burrito
the-
of Billiam
here's-
just
here's how I feel.
falls.
Yeah.
What happens is that it snaps and Billiam was like on like a bed up high and it falls and he's just like in his swaddled burrito, hits
Yeah.
the ground. In his
just starts rolling.
weird like hungover stupor, he can't figure out what's going on, but he also can't move because he's been swaddled. And so he just starts squirming really hard. He's like,
Atlas, pick him up. We gotta go.
All right. Billiam, roll a Constitution.
oh, that's better. 14.
14. Okay. You're not drunk anymore.
Okay, I go over to Billy.
Atlas,
It's like,
roll a dexterity
okay.
for what you're trying to do.
11.
Okay. Walk me through what you were gonna do.
I go over to Billiam and say, "Oh, Billiam, it's fine. We were just taking a little rest, and you fell. So how'd you like a taco? Huh?
Why can't I move?
Oh no, Billiam, it's fine. Hold on.
What happened to my legs and my arms? I just I don't know what that was.
Okay, I pick up Burrito Billiam and I put him on my back.
This is
Billiam
just so much easier.
distraught. He's still trying to wiggle out of his swaddle.
Oh man, I almost want to make you take psychic damage. My goodness.
Billiam is not happy, and he's really squirming, trying to get out of the swaddle.
I have not unswallowed you. You're just Burrito Billiam.
Burrito
Please let
Billiam.
me continue to roll for unswaddling.
Yeah. Roll like it'd be like a dexterity or maybe acrobatics.
Oh my god.
What'd you roll?
21.
I'm not looking. 21? Mm-hmm. Okay, so yeah, you're like squirming, and you're able to, because you still have that little tadpole tail, you're able to use that to kind of like push yourself from the bottom, and then you just sort of like pop out, and like there's like a little bit of the swaddle still like on your like legs area, but you got your arms out, and you're like triumphant.
What did you guys do to me?
We're going to the hot springs.
That sounds awful. Why would you want to go to a water that's hot?
It's like,
Because
isn't that
it's-
like the swamp?
No, the swamp's not hot.
It's humid.
The water is not hot. It would kill the fish. And then how would I eat the fish? Also, why did you put me in this stupid napkin?
Because for your own safety, you were passed out.
I am a croaker. I don't need safety. And I'm really squirming. Like, Billiam's really trying to get his feet out.
Yeah, and well, you're still on Atlas's back.
you're on
I'm
my
on
back.
Atlas's back. I start grabbing Atlas's hair, trying to like get it
Billiam,
off.
calm down. We're going. I'm taking you there.
Oh man.
Listen, it's just a little bypass this route so that we can get to where we're going for your family.
Is Kaylessa still here?
No, Kaylessa
Okay.
started walking away.
Yeah, we're going to a hospital. It'll be nice. There might be more meat there.
I don't like what this is. Why did you put me in this thing?
Well, because we were afraid you might roll away.
Yeah,
I was asleep. I'm not gonna roll away.
I don't know.
that's not true. You were very active when you were passed out. Arms were flailing.
That doesn't sound like me.
You had too much swamp water wine.
Yeah,
I do remember this.
which sounds like you.
It does.
Yep.
I still don't like being like this. And like William's really still
up.
trying to kick off the blanket.
Here, while you were taking your nap, I found this, and I reach into my pack and I pull out one of the just random gems that Billiam had already found. I was like, "Look, I found this for you."
Oh, this is a good one. Oh yeah. Okay. You know, I can now see where this thing is good, and he puts it inside the swaddled cloth where it's like on his waist.
I was
Just
like,
keep that here for right now.
"Okay, okay."
Great.
So you still have the swaddle cloth on your legs? You still
Yeah.
haven't been able to kick out? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, shall we go to the onsen?
Oh yeah, we're walking.
Okay. So yeah, you head up to this place, and you know there's just all of these pools. Some of them look natural style. Some of them look like they have been crafted. You see each of them. They all have kind of different sparkling waters in them. They glitter. You know, it's like think of like those like glitter looking things where it's like you can see it moving, almost like molten metal.
I was gonna say, wasn't the other onsen that we went to at one point? They had different colored waters too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it similar to that in any way, or is it different?
Well, so with that one, it was more like water. It was almost like, you know, it's like, looks like juice. You know, it's like water that has a tint to it, but it's mostly still looking like water. This stuff looks like, you know, some of it could be sand, some of it could be metal, some of it could be, you know, all kinds of things. So it's just like swirling and churning but it is water. So it's like it's both
Okay.
of those things at the same time.
Okay.
So yeah, you see all these different pools.
Is there like? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
There is an attendant who is all gold looking, and even their like clothes look like they're chiseled out of gold. And this person actually looks like they're kind of made of gold and like stone kind of style thing, like a
Wings
sort of like
on
rock
this person?
No wings.
Yes, hello. We would like one of the gold pools.
Yes, of course. Right this way. Which pool would you prefer?
The one that will turn us gold.
You would like to turn yourself gold?
Yes, isn't this what these pools do? You get a nice gold covering.
No, they rest your body, spirit, mind, whatever is ailed.
It's like a spray-on tan salon.
Yeah.
Billiam,
Would you like to get into one of our sun boxes?
Oh, that's what I meant. Yes, of course, yes. I would like a very gold shimmer to my complexion and my
yes,
everything.
Of course. You want one of our premium sun boxes. And
Oh,
so,
yes, definitely.
There's this golden coffin-like thing, and you can see light kind of like coming out of the cracks here and there.
But I will take the bath first too.
Yes, of
Because,
course.
you know, got to get all this grime off of me.
Right this way.
For these two as well.
Oh, I
Billiam,
was going to
of course.
suggest, can you maybe suggest a pool that would be instantly relaxing? Perhaps to a child.
Billiam
doesn't
has
like
scrambled
warm
off of
temperatures?
Atlas, and he's finally kicked off the blanket that they wrapped him in. He has the jewel still, and he's like sort of holding in his hand, clutching, and he's like just slowly like looking at the different pools, and like each one is like really pretty, but like he feels the heat radiating off of him, and he kind of gets nervous and walks away from it.
I was going to say, can I ask him also in a hushed tone, is there maybe like a kiddie pool? Something? Something with like perhaps some animals and like
Or slide.
Or a slide.
Children love
Yeah.
slides, I think. Right?
Yes, how about the candy wine pond over here? And so there is kind of a fairly large pond with a whole bunch of kind of things that you could jump off of and little things in the middle of it. Not exactly like a slide, but it's like, you know, rocks and things that are in orientations that would allow you to kind of do that kind of stuff.
Okay.
And you can see that the water itself is sort of like a rosé kind of color to it. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's cooler. It's
Billiam,
not
look, they have
scorching.
They have a children's pool just for you.
I'm not a child.
No, not children's pool. This is the fun pool.
Oh,
is what this is.
This is a croaker's pool.
Yeah.
Billiam looks into the water and
Is it
still
hot?
like
Is it
still
hot?
sensing it's like
No,
way
it's
too
cooler.
It's cooler.
like Billiam senses like it's way too hot for him still, and he like backs up. He's like, nah, I'm fine.
Okay.
Okay.
You're not gonna cook me. I know you guys.
No, I wouldn't dream of it. I have way more better food.
Like the napkins wrapped with, or the meat wrapped with napkins is not food.
I mean, but they would taste better than you do, so I'm not worried about it. Anyway, I'm gonna go get in the bath now, Atlas. Goodbye.
Okay.
Meat wrapped with napkins.
Brittany gets in the bath. I lead Billiam around maybe to some of the other services. Like, hey, Billiam, maybe like a skin wrap. Hmm?
Why would I want to wrap my skin? You just wrap me. I don't want to be wrapped again.
Yeah. But it's like, it's different because it's like leaves and stuff, I assume. I don't know. That one's glowing. I don't really know what they're wrapping that person with, but apparently it's good.
Why don't you do something? I'll find something else to do.
I think that's just code for Billiam stealing stuff. But But sure.
Pretty much.
I look around at the different pools to find one that's like maybe really big that I can just like completely get like neck deep in.
Okay. So yeah, you
Atlas
see
is
one.
shy.
Yeah.
You see one that has, it's almost like rainbow sprinkles is what it looks like.
Okay.
And yeah, that one, it's a little bit of a larger pool. It's round, big circular kind of basin.
Okay. So Atlas, is there anyone else there?
Yeah, all throughout the different baths, there are other people, individuals throughout there, of all different kinds of celestial races. So there are some that are like Hound Archons, and there are some that are other elves like y'all, and all kinds of stuff.
Okay. Atlas speaks to the other people in the rainbow sprinkle pool and says, "Would anyone mind if I worked on my cannonballs?"
Your what?
And then Atlas just jumps in.
Oh my god, the
Oh, man.
2 reference.
Gotta bust out the Home Alone 2 reference, Jazz.
Oh man. So you jump in to this sprinkle pool, and as you do, you feel a wave of sort of joy wash over you, and kind of your muscles kind of loosen up a little bit, and it feels like you could do anything,
Okay.
You could grab Billiam and you could throw him 100 yards,
Which is what I want to do right now.
that's in your head. That's popping up. But yeah, you're just. It instantly makes you feel good, feel young.
the pool's hyping me up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And then within my pool, you mentioned is there Hound Archons in my pool, or who else is in my pool itself?
Yeah. There's an elven. Well, there's 2 elves. One is like a little bit older looking, and then there's one Hound Archon.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, and yeah, maybe I introduce myself to the 2 elves, and I say, "Hey, I'm Al."
Ow, huh?
Ow.
I don't know. Brittany got mad at me for using my real name before.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Al. My first time to this the Golden Waters here. It's real nice.
Yes. Indeed, yes. Welcome.
Oh, thank you.
That was quite the interesting entrance you made into the pool here, but
I can
pleasure to meet you.
I can see
Al.
what the pool's so nice. It's so great. I feel like I can do anything at the moment.
Indeed, that's how it makes you feel.
Are y'all from the area? I'm just visiting, passing through, really.
We don't get many visitors nowadays, to be honest.
That's shocking because this is very nice. I feel like more people should visit this.
Well, it's not like it's particularly easy for outsiders to get here, but for some, that is how they like it.
So what do y'all do? Are you? We just passed a vineyard or winery. Or do you work at one of the wineries?
No, I'm a librarian, so I work in the local library. I'm just taking a little break. And yes, my associate here, they run one of the food stalls down at the edge of the corner.
Ooh, what kind of food do you make?
They say something that you do not understand.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah. Like there's sounds in there that like you can't make,
Alice is like, yeah, that was one of my favorites. That's
Oh
great.
yeah, like my mom used to make.
Well, that's great. Maybe I'll have to stop by the library. I haven't visited any of the libraries in the area yet.
Oh, well, it may be difficult to visit right now. There's been a bit of a situation. I'm sure you've noticed that the town is locked down.
Oh, so is the library so locked down?
Yes, there's currently an investigation going on as something has been taken. Something is missing.
Oh no!
Billiam.
Like an
I've been burritoed.
like an important book then since it's from the library.
No, something much more important. It was an artifact. It's something very, very important. So we need to get it back, and that is why Aeneas has locked the town down. Because whoever did it must be here somewhere. So we're looking for them.
Someone stole an artifact, and they're still here in this town.
Indeed.
Got it. Wow, bad timing for us to take a little visit here then.
Yes, it is a little suspicious. Visitors showing up, and then this goes missing. But I'm sure you're fine.
I haven't even been to the library. Can't remember. I mean, yeah, heck, I don't think I've visited a library in Celestia yet at all.
Well, you should make a visit whenever it's possible.
Yeah, I mean, I do. It's especially the books with the pictures. Those are the ones that I tend to gravitate more towards. But yeah,
the animated tomes.
Absolutely.
Yes, they do tell the tales much better sometimes.
And there's quite a lot about Celestia that I'd like to learn more about. Perhaps one of my friends that I'm traveling with would like to see. Well, hopefully the artifact gets recovered soon, and then we could visit.
Yes,
maybe,
of course.
Maybe we could take an eye out. Could you tell me, like, what am I looking for if I see it?
Well, it's funny you should say that. It's the Eye of Ranta. That's what we are looking for. It's a stone encasing with a gem in the middle of it, maybe about this big.
So I'll keep an eye out for the Eye of Ranta. Okay. The Eye of Ranta. Okay, and that was kept in your library, huh?
Indeed.
Okay, and it's only about...
There's an area of relics, sort of a museum of sorts.
It's only about this big, a bit bigger than an egg, say, or something like that?
Yes. A chicken's egg, if you will.
And I guess, like, is it just look like stone, or what kind of material is it?
It's a glittering metal that shines all of the colors, and in the middle is a gem that radiates a divine light.
Oh, how pretty!
Indeed. Quite gorgeous.
Okay. All right, so we're looking for an eye that is radiating some light and about yay big. Okay. All right, and then once we return that, we can visit your library. That sounds great. What do you think? Why would someone take it?
Oh, it's a relic of great power, indeed. Someone who was trying to shift the balance of any sort of conflict on a material plane could have quite the upper hand. It has the power of seeing, but not all eyes are for seeing, if that makes sense. It's hard to fully describe its powers.
Like okay. I think I see what you're saying. That's okay, but there's been a lot of shifting of balances lately, so I can see why that would be useful to certain parties. Interesting.
Indeed.
Okay. Any leads? Anyone that you're on the hunt for?
No one that I'm aware of, but you could go and attempt to speak to Aeneas. I believe that Aeneas is fairly straightforward about this.
Aeneas is the big guy at the end of the northern road, yeah?
Indeed.
Okay.
The governor of this place.
A little intimidating looking. I haven't tried talking to him yet. But sure.
Oh, and Aeneas is just and fair.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll give that a shot. I apologize. I didn't ask you or your friend's name.
You always gotta sneak it in there. My name is Ferendweil Miraxis, and my friend here is named Tenerin Fiquinal. Yeah, you want to make me do names? You're gonna get some good ones.
Terran and Fernaculus?
Ferendweil Miraxis.
Are those patron names?
No, they're not.
Ferendweil. Okay.
Miraxis.
Miraxis.
Obviously. And Tenerin Fiquinel. No, I do need to look over the patron names. I haven't done that for today, so my apologies.
All right. Durand and Fern, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure.
Wow.
Okay. So, Brittany, Atlas went off his way. Billiam is sort of like backing away from everything. And you stepped into a pool.
Yes, I did.
What kind of a pool do you think you stepped into?
Well, I was going for the gold theme, so I found one of the golden pools and stepped into one of those.
Okay.
Brittany is enjoying a moment's peace, finally, by herself, and just putting all of her thoughts together and formulating like how she's gonna basically get into the castle and defeat Bragan, and like just like how she's gonna do all this and visit her family shrine. And she's just sort of relaxing, like her eyes are closed and she's got like her head back resting against like the stones of the onsen, and is sort of just like listening for anybody having any conversations about anything where she could potentially interject. So she's not actively like looking to talk with someone unless like they're bringing up about like, oh, it's a real shame that we're locked in here or something like that. So she's not going out of her way, but she's definitely keeping her eyes and ears open.
Gotcha. So yeah, you're resting in that pool. You notice when you're in that pool that it does actually kind of block out the rest of the world in a way. Like it kind of, the sounds get a little muffled. The even like the air that kind of rushes past you is just like a little bit less. Like you kind of almost feel like you're kind of floating into a different plane. Like you're just kind of like dissociating a little bit, almost kind of astral projecting out of your body to a degree. So you're not really hearing much going on, but you are kind of like feeling a little bit of what's around. Like you're almost kind of sensing emotions around you, little pockets of feeling.
Brittany doesn't know what that is, emotions.
Yeah. So you get a little overwhelmed by these emotions.
Tear falls down her cheek like, what is
no. But that's the other thing is like, because of the thoughts that you have in this sort of almost sensory deprived state, there is a level of anxiety that you're going through as all of these thoughts are entering into your head and you're kind of not fully finding resolution to them. You start to get memories of when you and your sister were fleeing from Bragan, that fateful day, that horrifying day. And you're thinking back and you're remembering having to run and all the screaming and all the violence that was occurring, and just making sure that you keep your sister safe and kind of keep her from having to experience everything that's happening. And you also remember the woman who helped you, who was the soldier of Bragan's, who led you away and bound your wings and set you forth on your journey. And you just have this moment of like relief when that image of that person comes into your mind, and it's like a trigger of all of your other positive emotions around all of these things coming up. And so you start to think about your mothers, you start to think about your sister, you start to think about all of the things that you're kind of fighting for. And it's even bringing up these feelings that you didn't even know you had of caring about things.
Oh, jeez.
So
Brittany's definitely crying.
At
this point.
With that in mind, how's Brittany doing?
She's not doing great. She's experiencing a lot of emotions all at once, and she's not good at that. So she's glad to be alone, and she lets like sort of herself finally feel some of that emotion that she's been basically suppressing for so long. And she has herself a nice little cry, but then quickly does her makeup again. so that no one can tell that she was crying at all when she's done with that experience. And she just sort of sits there and reflects and is reinvigorated in, like, she doesn't exactly know how it's all gonna work out, and she doesn't have a perfect plan like she thought it was gonna go, but she's determined that whatever happens is that she's going to succeed no matter what. And so she's going to hold on to those feelings for the rest of the time.
Yeah. So now, like, after all that, like you say, you kind of reconciled it and everything, and you've got a renewed confidence in what you're doing. Like you say, you've got this, like I say, your plan, you don't necessarily know that the plan is going to work, but because of this emotional feeling, you know that no matter what, like you say, you're going to push forward.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Atlas, have you gotten up and gotten out of the pool?
Yeah.
Are you still in there talking to people?
No, I think I've gotten up and now I'm just sort of like, maybe just kind of like wandering, exploring some of the other amenities. Like maybe there's like little nibbles to eat, or maybe there's, I don't know, maybe like there's a steam room or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something like that.
Billiam, where are you off to?
Billiam's been clutching his ruby and has been like wandering towards each pond, like clearly interested in the water because it's very shiny and sparkly, and also just water because he's attracted to water. But each time he gets close to a pool, he feels like the residual heat off of them and like immediately backs away because he's like, this is clearly too hot. And so he's just sort of like, his feet are like slapping the ground and he just doesn't know really what to do. And he sees all these people and he's just like sort of confused on what he needs to be doing right now.
Can I ask?
He's also wondering why it's taking Brittany and Atlas so long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Atlas, you see a kind of stressed out Billiam, a Billiam that doesn't have the confidence and aggression and go-get-emness that you're used to with Billiam. He actually looks a little scared.
In that case, yeah, if I see Billiam and I see that he is like looking around, not necessarily wanting to go into a particular pool and seeming stressed out, can I like flag down an attendant and ask a question to them? Yeah. So I'll flag down an attendant and ask, hey, I recall, I think at a previous spa that I've been to, that there's lots of nice hot pools and whatnot, but there would sometimes be a cold pool to dunk yourself into. Do you guys have something like that here?
Ah, yes, of course. The ice baths are on the other side of the building.
Hey, Billiam, we got something cool over here. Come follow me.
What? Nothing here is cool. Everything's too warm.
Come follow me. Promise, it'll be awesome.
How clothed is Atlas?
I'm just in trunks.
Shorts,
that's it.
trunks, yeah.
Billiam's like really apprehensive, but he starts following.
Okay.
Is Billiam in a little,
No, Billiam's still like wearing what he was before because
Okay.
he hasn't really thought about getting into any of these pools.
It's
Because I like to
Nipple
think of
Watch
him with like
2022.
little goggles and stuff.
When are we leaving?
This place is too warm.
So, yeah, I just sort of like, I follow the attendant and I hopefully have Billiam in tow towards wherever the direction the attendant's taking us.
When are we going?
All right. So you come out to the other side, and there are all of these different pools, and they, similar to the other side, they are of all different kinds of colors and everything. They do look different. And, you know, more on the blue, gray, silver side. But you can tell that, yeah, these are all a whole bunch of cold pools. You know, some of which even have, you know, kind of like frosty bits at the edges and whatnot.
Ooh, that's very cold. Wow,
And
these are very, very cold.
And there is one kind of in the back that looks kind of mucky and kind of gross and swamp watery. And Billiam might look at that one and see something that looks very much like home.
Is this okay? Can we trust this?
Well, are you scared of these pools?
No. I'm just, one's too hot, one's too cold. What are you trying to do? Like, put me to sleep?
No, this is how some people relax, Billiam. Like, I just had a very, very nice relaxation in a pool of what was essentially rainbow sprinkles. And it was lovely, Billiam. It was great. But now, what some people like to do after they take the very hot bath is they like to shock themselves with a very cold bath, which is what I'm going to do real quick.
Why would you want to shock yourself?
Well, just because, and like without even a second word, I just cannonball into the frozen one that you had mentioned, the one with the frozen edge.
Yeah. So you jump in, and it's like ice cold, and it even like. Not only does like the hair go up on your skin, but like frost forms on the edges of like every hair on your body. You're not frozen.
Okay.
You don't feel like you're in pain. It's not like the kind of cold that's hurting you, but it's just like ice has like accumulated on you. It's only like almost like condensation, like on a can, but just ice.
And I guess like, does it make me feel something in the way that the other pools did?
Yeah. So similar to the last one where it gave you all this energy and all that kind of stuff, this one takes all that energy out, but then puts it all into your mind. And so your mind is kind of on fire. You're thinking about all of what's going on. You're suddenly like everything of the plan that you guys have, everything that's happened up to this point, it's all just like present at once. You're in like a moment of clarity.
Okay. Got it. Focused. And,
so,
and, just like, and then I snap back to Billiam and I'm just like, Billiam, you gotta try this.
No, it's far too cold.
Well, you don't have to be in this one. Try one of these other ones.
He starts stepping around each of the pools, trying to figure out which one is like the best. And the one that you sort of described as swampy, he kind of puts his little toe in it, and he's like, okay, this one might be okay. Because, frogs, they have like a weird internal temperature, so he's just trying not to like hurt himself. So
throw it off.
Yeah, so he just sort of slides in slowly. Mm-hmm. He doesn't even unclothe because like he's not used to like unclothing like that.
They don't gotta. Yeah. They wear that in the water. Do you think it's silly that Atlas changed into water clothes?
No, he's used to like other taller people doing that.
You think it's weird?
Oh, a little, yes. Yeah.
Okay, so you dip your toes in, you kind of slide into that pool, and as you do, you actually feel kind of like you're back in the swamp. You can like hear buzzing of flies and all that kind of stuff. You can kind of smell the smells and everything. Like it feels like home. And there's this like, a sort of warmth and comfort that comes from it. But there's also like, it awakens in you like that croaker pride that you always have. Like you were kind of feeling a little like internalized and turned in because of all the hot water and everything like that. You were out of your safety zone, but stepping into this pool and stepping back into kind of that feeling that you have of home, suddenly, you're filled again with that croaker confidence and like, puff out your chest, puff out your mouth kind of, what do you call it? The throat.
Yeah.
And yeah, like all your confidence is back, and you're excited and looking forward to getting to get out there and croak.
Okay.
So
I having my laser focus mind, I step out and I immediately start trying to walk towards wherever Brittany is.
Okay. So you're heading over towards Brittany. Brittany, you're in that pool that kind of puts you in like a different place, and now you've kind of come back to reality, and you're now that sound dampening and everything, it's gone away. It's like as you kind of reconciled in your mind everything you were thinking about, the rest of the world kind of started to come back in, and you could kind of pay attention and whatnot. And off to the side, like you said, you're like listening for conversations and whatnot, and you hear some people talking about this missing artifact, like what Atlas was hearing about earlier, but obviously you hadn't heard that yet, so that might be something that piques your interest a little bit.
I like lean over. A missing artifact.
Are you asking someone?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's sort of like a Rocky Golem type guy also in the pool with you. When he's like, oh, yeah, you haven't heard? The Eye of Renta is missing.
Would I know what the Eye of Renta is?
You actually would, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I just got here, so I did not know that. Very interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really important, and now it's missing, so, that's why the city's on lockdown. Anyway, it's pretty annoying. Things have been weird as people been coming through here a whole bunch. Like,
yes.
we don't normally get visitors here, and then, as you guys, there was that other human that came through.
Another human.
Yeah, and then there was that Genasi and that Warforged came through, and they were able to get out like right before things got locked down. So it's been an exciting time around here, I guess, but I don't really like the disruption.
Yeah, well, it sounds like a lot has changed in the past 100 years for this particular place.
Yes. Anyway, like I said, I don't really like the interruption or disruption, so I'm just
No, that's fine. You just go. Yes.
Just kind of like leans back and leans away. Because when you kind of like, leaned over and talked to him, he did kind of have like a little bit of like a,
yeah.
You woke him out of his place.
Brittany gets up out of the pool and is walking towards whatever the tanning booths are.
Yep. The sun boxes.
The sun boxes, and is going to the gold one.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you go get in a gold sun box?
Yeah.
Gold coffin?
Yeah, my gold coffin.
All right. So yeah,
Brittany
Atlas
also is looking for Atlas, though, because she ordered 3 of them for all of them.
Okay. So Atlas, you come walking through.
So
and you see Brittany like right over by the sun box. Like that's when you come out, like right as Brittany's over there.
I walk directly over to Brittany and like grab her by the shoulders, and I'm like with the super 100% clarity and focus, like, Brittany, I know what we have to do.
Yes, I know. We have to get in the sun boxes so that we are now gold tinted, and then we walk up to the Archon and we convince him that we're part of their group, and then we can continue to search and go on to the Lashriel's shrine.
No. We gotta steal an eye from somebody that already stole an eye.
Well, they've already left, so that's not of our...
We gotta get this eye. They're still here, Brittany.
Yes. Marakai and Hex have got it, and they're being chased by what's-his-face, the evil guy.
Marakai's here? Hex is here?
Well, they just left. That's why we have to get past these Archons.
This is perfect. We'll find them, we find the eye, and the balance will be shifted in our favor.
Yeah. So get in the golden coffin.
Why is... Okay.
You're trying to see where it fits in your plan.
Yeah, like I'm not willing to question it, but I don't totally understand how that puzzle piece fits. But okay, I'll go. In the golden coffin I go.
Where's Billiam?
Oh, he's in the swamp.
I should have only ordered 2. There's no way I'm getting Billiam in this, so never mind.
I don't even know what it would do to him. He's green.
Well, he would be gold afterwards.
So Billiam's
gold
just sort of been floating in the pond, and he's obviously feeling better, but he's still like... He's like reminded of home, and he's become like more and more sort of quiet and melancholy. And he reaches within like his pants pockets and he pulls out this broken locket. And he's just staring at it, and he keeps turning it over and over in his hand, trying to figure out how it works. And he kind of looks around to make sure that no one's like looking, and then he puts it back away.
Oh.
Okay.
Sweet boy.
All right. I think that's where we end it.
I think that's great.
That's where we end it for today.
Good job, y'all. Me and Brittany as golden gods, and Billiam as Swampy Boy.